God damn it. See, this is why you don't poke holes in logic. Just enjoy the fucking movie, all right?
Mortal Kombat.
I would put it on the bun. You could fit the pickles. You could put pickles in the pickles. You can fit the pickles in there. You can fit the pickles in there. Come on.
Some onions.
Pickle chicken sandwich. Take it away, John Frickin Smith.
Welcome to the rabbit hole,
How did we end up on that rabbit hole?
where all you knew is wrong. And rules are just suggestions,
I like the pipe.
made up as we go along.
Shut up, Corn.
Fuck you.
And who knows what you'll find here. Maybe heaven or your worst fears. Whatever it may be, it's yours to keep forever.
Just in time. You've entered a rabbit hole. Please go down further. Where there's philosophy hidden within stupidity.
My nipples are sweating.
What are they doing to that chicken?
They're punching holes in it. You know what?
And
I want to
fuck that.
teabag Hank Azaria. He can make weird noises.
You're fucking weird.
You guys are horrible.
Bunion rings? Like, I wouldn't eat those.
What the fuck? Hey,
Even if it was Paul Bunyan themed, like, you know what I mean?
Anyone-
Like flannel onion rings or something like that. Be like, yeah, I had a heart attack. Fuck you.
it's a sunny, shiny day.
Yeah. Fat people need love, too. Get over here.
Get over here.
Yeah. You were just in time. We are two of the J&T baggers. The anchors here. Millie Van Nielsen, or DJ Van Nielsen. Sorry, Millie's a little weird. I gotta break that off.
Norman Blunts.
You know what the problem is? I was starting to break out of that habit, and then when I play video games, some of my fucking created characters are still named Millie Van Nielsen. But we're not here to play video games. We're here for a late review.
Some movies suck, and some are great, but our reviews are always late. Late reviews with the boys from Just in Time.
I guess we could late review a video game if we really wanted to, but that's not what we're here for now. We're here for a video game movie. The video game movie of the year. I think we could say that boldly. The year's still kind of young, but
There's only shit. I think there's two more that I know. One's not coming out this year, but it's going to be coming out soon. But I think Uncharted comes out this year.
I will see that Uncharted and raise you a Tom Holland interview where he says he kind of regrets some of the things he did in that movie because he was trying harder to look cool than to actually act.
Damn, why you gotta drop the? Why you gotta drop that T Hall? Come on, man.
And we all know he's a master spoiler, so like he's more honest than not.
He's too nice for Hollywood. That's the fucking problem. Like, if you look at anything in his life, he just likes hanging out with his fucking dog. Like, he's a kid that he's a grown fucking kid.
Yeah.
That's the guy you walk to the park with just because you know some shit's gonna just be funny. Like, he's just gonna walk around and just be amazed at life. And that's who we have as Spider-Man. And that's, dude.
I can't wait till he turns like 24 and goes on his like wild, like when the Brit really comes out of him and he turns into the soccer hooligan.
Fuck, dude, I think he might be.
Starts beating up fucking paparazzi and shit.
He might have to hit 28. I think he's 24 now. He was 20 when he got fucking.
I actually thought he was actually 15 and shit.
No, he was 20.
I thought he was underage when he fucking like signed on to be Spider-Man and shit.
And one of the ways he got it was he said a line and then did a backflip.
How do you still have such a fucking tiny voice? Good job. Good job. I mean, yeah, I know now why we don't go to the movies together. Well, we didn't watch this movie together, but we didn't need to. This was one of those ones I knew we were all going to watch it on our own time. I just I didn't watch it the day it came out, but God damn it, it's Mortal Kombat. Oh, if you click the title, obviously, and especially if you saw this on social media, there's a picture that says Mortal Kombat, so we're talking. Where to begin?
At the beginning?
There's kind of a dual perspective when it comes to this movie, right? There's the average moviegoer who's never played any of the Mortal Kombat games or seen any of the Mortal Kombat movies. I know it sounds far-fetched that such a human exists, but They do exist. And especially with it coming out, with it releasing on HBO Max and shit, no extra charge. It's easy to see why it would draw some people in. Even the color scheme on the poster for it looks similar enough to Kong versus Godzilla or whatever. The color scheme is almost dead on.
Yeah.
Fire and ice. Or, you know what I mean? Fire and blue.
Yeah.
Fire and blue. So, there are those average moviegoers that were going to click on it and watch it. And, from their perspective, garbage. If you've never played the video games or watched, any of the old movies or any of the old shows or cartoons or whatever that have come out, you're critiquing every aspect of it as just a movie. And those aspects are fucking critiquable.
See, that movie was definitely made for fans of that movie, that storyline. They made that for video game, not so much just broad strokes of video game, but like Mortal Kombat fans.
Specific, yeah.
Because if you think about it, Assassin's Creed didn't seem like when they came out with the one with Fassbender, they didn't seem like they were just marketing that towards the fans. It seemed like they were just trying to market the movie and not realizing the people who are going to watch a movie when you're just marketing a movie is not douchebag, but is a critic who might not know what the hell that is.
If so, that's where they failed bad with Assassin's Creed, because it didn't really appeal to the nerds or and sometimes when you're adapting, especially a video game, and let's be real, video games, even a simple fighting game, can have a really deep and convoluted lore that gets not only expanded upon, but fucking by different, writers and artists and whatnot, to where fucking stories change. It's just like with comics and everything, to where, and especially that one, obviously they weren't going to get every character into it. That's not possible. So you got to pick and choose that. And there's, no matter who you leave out, you're going to piss off some fans. So you just got to get in as many good ones as possible. You got to get the Iceman every time.
Dude, I think Scorpion and Sub-Zero will always be the main two that you have to get in every single Mortal Kombat movie, simply off of that was the creator's favorite two people.
And they were usually on the covers and shit too. They're big sellers. Yeah, Liu Kang's always awesome too, but
Liu Kang was the main dude. He was the dude. Yeah. Like, he was there to win the tournament and be the hero. But the person that you wouldn't suspect being the straight hero or bad guy or whatever you want to call him, dude, Sub-Zero and Scorpion. So it just made sense to actually have that be a very strong point of that movie.
In a way, they tried to at least not so much fake out, but they at least tried to add to or go a slightly different route from just being straightforward right out the bat. They're both ninja-fied and whatnot. They both were without masks and without, the iconic costumes in the opening scene of the movie.
You learn the names.
Yeah. Fucking Hanzo. I'm not going to pretend like I remember the last name.
It's like Hiroshiki or something like that.
And fucking Bihan was Sub-Zero. I remember that. I don't think he had a last name. I don't know. But fucking Hiroyuki Sanada. That's the guy that played Scorpion. That guy is fucking... That guy was the only real actor on set. Let's be honest. That and Kano. Who the fuck was Kano?
Sub-Zero tried.
Josh Lawson. Of course, a fucking Brit.
But dude,
or not a Brit, a fucking Aussie. That's even better. He got the emotional scene, Scorpion, at the beginning and shit. Family gets fucking frozen to death and shit.
Or the fucking one of them got penetrated, and I think the son just froze to death after, or the son was dead. The woman was grabbing him. Either way, that chick had a fucking stab through her.
Yeah, that was fucked up. The fight scene though was pretty awesome between those two.
Dude, I couldn't I do know somewhat of the Mortal Kombat video game lore, so when they showed both of them, I was like, okay, which one's which?
Yeah.
But the second I saw him tie up the kunai and start whipping that shit around like Scorpion, I was like, oh, hell yeah. Like, the sword fighting was fucking sick for a second, but once he actually did that, I was like, oh, fucking shit's real. And, dude, I think that's like the quickest story setup to straight action I've seen outside of like a movie starting in action.
And I like how they did the like one of them being Chinese. Like neither of them understood what the other one said throughout the movie. I liked that. Like that there was, you know what I mean, the language barrier. I think that I don't know if if it's like that in lore, like that one of them's Chinese, one of them's Japanese.
I could have swore they were both Japanese, but I mean, the video game, that is one thing that is different. The video game, they might in their lore have them as like samurai and ninja, but they both look like a ninja.
Well, I only say that too because the guy that played fucking Scorpion, like, no matter what, he's gonna play a Japanese. That's like his thing, is that he won't just play any old Asian.
Shit, he might only know Japanese.
No, I think he doesn't. He did like Wolverine. He spoke.
Oh no, I was meaning like instead of.
Oh yeah, I think that's also one of those like I'm not gonna just be your, you know what I mean, universal Asian that you can just throw in whatever and shit. No, I am Japanese and proud of my culture. But you know who also isn't just any old random Japanese? Mr. John Frickin Smith. You thought I was gonna say your daughter.
No, that just sounds like you can't say that anymore. Like,
what? He's not a random Japanese
lies.
Person. Is that the problem? Because I didn't say person after no, person. He's a human man.
He's a human being.
But you heard his awesome song, Yours to Keep, at the beginning. You can hear it in its entirety without our weird ass comments involved at johnfrickinsmith.com, along with the rest of the album, Songs of the Great Collapse. I'm trying to like pretend like I was actually keeping up with all the story. Is that still going to that other one there, buddy? There was a big exposition dump, obviously, with like Jack's. What'd you think of the marking? First of all, that's where this really.
Okay, the marking situation, that was like okay, I guess. Like if that's how you know who the champions are, because that is a good question.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know who the champions are for Earth to Realm, or, you know? So it's like, okay.
But that guy inherited it though. Like it just passed.
That one was a little bit
nobody
weird.
From what was that, 1516 or something like that, or something like the 1500s where the movie opens up, right?
Yeah.
From that bloodline all the way on, nobody ever killed any of the fucking descendants of Scorpion. All the way up to Cole. I call bullshit. If I look down my bloodline fucking like 3 generations, I'll probably find some murder. You're gonna tell me? Because it's not like Japan went to became a peaceful place right after Scorpion died and all up until now. You mean to tell me not one of Cole's... Okay, so if you drop an A-bomb and somebody with the marking if you're the one that pushes the button that drops the bomb and somebody with the marking dies or whatever, you know what I mean? Do you get the marking because you pushed the button?
Dude, yeah, and then your Kana's fucking explosion.
It's kind of like a millionaire in an elevator. Like, the elevator's still lifting it even though it's not worth it.
Dude, at that point, if you kill multiples, do you get like 4 or 5 Connies or whatever it is?
Does Sub-Zero actually have to destroy you instantly? Like, that's when he does the head freeze kill? As if you get more than one marking?
Like, I guess if you look at the very beginning where they're talking about, like, his bloodline has to survive for them to actually, like,
your bloodline
win.
Can still survive, you know what I mean? You can have a baby and then fucking, like, still that's the thing. Because Cole had a baby, right? He had a daughter already, and she didn't have the mark, so she wasn't born with it. Okay, god damn it. See, this is why you don't poke holes in logic. Just enjoy the fucking movie, all right? If you try to dig too deep, you're not going to enjoy it. Just fucking turn your brain off and enjoy the fighting. Get over here, okay? Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so...
No, but seriously, though. Like, how the fuck did Cole's mom or dad...
not have the marking?
Exactly. How did it pass to him but nobody between. Fuck.
Like, I get it. It's one of those.
Is it only when tournament time comes?
Oh, that's a good question, because it can also be what.
Still lame.
But how are they explaining, like, some of these people who were champions from Earthrealm, like, when?
Like,
Hundreds of years ago? Or
none of Cole's ancestors after Scorpion died in a war, died in any kind of fucking
plague? Like, anything?
Okay, not plague. It's got to be, someone's got to kill you to take your thing. I can understand. That's what I can't believe, is that over 500 years, or around 500 years of nobody gets murdered.
No hunting.
Through that whole bloodline, everybody dies of natural causes the whole way through. Natural causes and accidents.
Because they never truly explain, like, what's the gap between the tournaments.
Yeah, there's no logic to it. There's none at all.
That's why you can't. That's why you can't poke the holes.
You're not supposed to think about it. All right, Cole's he's got the marker. What you gonna do about it, bitch? Nothing. I'm gonna just enjoy the movie.
They don't explain it that much in fucking video games. So why do you have to do in the movie?
Well, I mean, like, why go through the trouble of introducing the concept of you get the marking and you're born with it, or that's the problem. The having it travel through the bloodline. If it was just like, I killed the guy and I got it, like, just say that Cole fucking accidentally killed the guy in the octagon. And that's why he's been losing ever since, because he got the mark and he's felt like shit ever since, because he killed that guy and somehow got his scar.
And why is his the only scar?
Yeah. Well, everybody's just kind of a scar, isn't it? Like some kind of mark. I don't know what it is, a tattoo, scar, or
yeah,
whatever
it looked like black, wasn't it?
They all kind of, I don't know.
I don't fucking remember, honestly, at this point. I don't remember so much about that.
I was just waiting for the action, okay?
Yeah, dude.
I just wanted to see Jax get his arms ripped off.
Which, okay, that was fucking awesome.
I'm not going to ask why he decided to pull out a gun and fight a guy who clearly can teleport.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you can't poke holes, dude, because he was also fighting someone who manipulates ice. Like, bullets are obviously slowed down.
Yeah. That was awesome. I was waiting for a Frozone moment, because that was one of the first times. That was fucking awesome on The Incredibles. Just hearing the gunshot and the way they ran in, and that fucking cop's just fucking frozen with the bullet, or fucking having traveled like, what, maybe 2 feet. Awesome. But he kind of did something similar to there. He just like kind of held his hand up on it and just like, that was cool. But how did Jax get to the temple? Let's not poke holes in the logic. Let's not ask questions.
Well, I get that
how did he get there before the rest of them?
But yeah,
did Raiden really teleport to pick him up, but not stop for them along the way? No, you guys got to walk through the desert like John Wick 3, but because he got his arms towed off, we're just gonna pick him up. And did we give him metal arms, or did the mark? Did he had already unlock his power? Why would his power have so much to do with his mechanical arms?
Okay, now looking back on it, fuck Reptile too. That was
why didn't we get to see Reptile Ninja?
Reptile Ninja, way sicker. I know originally Reptile did start as a big reptile. I get that. No, fuck that. It looks stupid.
Into a goddamn human.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, make him spit fucking acid and shit. Fucking
and
awesome.
How did he spit acid 1 second, but then wasn't spitting acid when Kano got all up close to him?
He did fucking rip his heart out, though. That was pretty sick.
Yeah, that was awesome. Kano wins. Kano stole the goddamn show. He was the only one, like, okay, Scorpion was the only actor, but Kano was the only one that, like, knew what to do with that situation, that kind of movie. I'm gonna ham it the fuck up. And I love that. That motherfucker, every scene he was in, he was such a fucking prick piece of shit that it was amazing to watch. Honestly, if fucking, what's his name? Danny McBride, if he was skinnier, he could have pulled off the accent. Just because he was that kind of douchebag, like fucking like, just like, even when it sounds dumb, I'm just going to commit to it so hard that you're just going to love it. But he never really won a fight. Kano, did he?
I mean, Reptile.
Okay, yeah, technically, yeah. But was that really that wasn't like a kung fu fight, though? Like you were hoping to see? Like I was hoping to see?
Now he got fucked up by Sonya.
Twice. Why didn't she just kill him in the desert? That would have been cool. Oh, because you still got to see the laser eye. Someone had to be a turncoat.
Yeah, if you don't have a laser eye, dude, like if you put Kano in there and he dies before you even get to see it once or something, like that was the annoying thing in Mortal Kombat, the first one. They didn't use his laser eye.
I don't even remember Kano being in the first one.
They had him, he had a metal face and shit.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
But I don't remember him using his eye at all.
Yeah, that on one hand, I thought like nowadays, like it was gonna be like a truly big budget Mortal Kombat movie. Like, okay, we've seen all these cheap attempts, but it was kind of another cheap attempt, but not in a horrible way. Like this is one of those ones where if you were a fan of any of the shit from the 90s, either one, because I know Annihilation sucked even harder, but honestly, there was something likable about the cheesy, hammy actor. This is where you actually like, I get like that middle ground with you in the 80s. Am I
Yeah,
not onto something?
The cheesy style movie.
Yeah, like certain movies like that, it's, you know what I mean? You understand at least why some people have that love for some of their ones from the 80s and shit. It's not so much that it was great. It's just that it was there.
You're young.
Yeah.
It's something you watched and you like dug it.
And that's what Mortal Kombat was. It was one of those like, it was cool. It was fighting. And there was dragons and shit. And, you know, it was fucking, you know, it had the most amazing techno song in the world. I mean, there's I'm Blue by Eiffel 65. And then there's fucking Mortal Kombat right up underneath there.
Mortal Kombat.
And I'm glad they used it sparingly in this new one. I really, I liked the way they did that. Fucking just like, all right, let's wait until we bring Scorpion in for real. Scorpion, and again, I have to credit fucking my buddy at work. He straight fucking, he asked a very good question, and I did not have a logical answer outside of it's a fucking movie, and they had to do it. Why, if Scorpion's out for revenge that bad,
killed people in hell,
yeah,
so much that they sent him there.
Yeah, and he's obviously dead fucking accurate, pretty goddamn accurate with that blade. What's it called again? That blade that he had? You said it earlier. I thought you had it again.
Oh, the kunai.
Yeah, and now he's got it like inside of him or whatever, and he can, you know, use it that way. Why in the hell, sneaking up behind Sub-Zero, does he hit him in the shoulder and not like the heart or the fucking skull? That would have been the shit. See that thing come through fucking from the front? You're looking at Sub-Zero's face and just see it fucking.
Like I was saying, the only thing I can think of is like, he wants to like either make him fight. Like he wants to fight. He straight up like, no, bitch, you remember what you did to me?
You kicked my ass, but I got powers now, fool.
Like you already had your ice shit. I didn't have no fucking hell demon spawn fire shit.
If he would have went for the head, he wouldn't have been able to do that. He wouldn't have been able to spit fire at him. He had to fight him a little more at the end. But that was fucking, that was an interesting setting for that in a way of like Sub-Zero. Why Sub-Zero got to go for the family though? Like,
yeah, that was
I'm sure Cole would have went to fight him either way. I'm pretty sure Cole wanted to fight Sub-Zero either way, right?
Yeah.
Like he was already he hadn't gone to go get his fight yet when he was like, you know, we'll all catch him one-on-one or whatever. The real question is, why did the other side, why did they break up so fast? Like, yeah, all right, ready, break. They huddled up and just like all went their separate ways. So fast that they were able to all get picked off one-on-one. I'm not complaining because, I mean, I don't remember 2-on-2 in any of the video games. I don't know how they are now, but
I don't either.
So 1-on-1 is fine. Liu Kang got his fucking bicycle kick. I didn't think they were gonna do it. I didn't
either. I was like, there's no way they're gonna use that of all things. Like, but the fucking dragon too, that shit was sick as fuck.
That was awesome. I like that better than the dragon fucking on Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Oh my god.
Hell, dude, them just pulling out Cabal. Like,
yeah, that was a cool one.
Like, that's one person that I was like, okay, that's fucking cool. Like, they've never shown love to him. The little fucking Easter eggs that they drop everywhere, though. That's what was fucking sweet. Like, showing, Nightwolf? The Indian dude?
Yeah. And fucking
homeboy.
Shao Kahn. There was a picture of him and shit. And they even referenced him.
And then,
they showed a picture of Goro ripping someone in half before having him come in. Now, I will say they definitely took some Hulk technology for Goro there. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, in the face, he looked like the Hulk. Wasn't it, like, animatronic back in the fucking, like, 90s movie?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it was great, but, I mean...
This one was better, just from where it's just technology advanced more.
And as far as like CGI, that's probably where most of the goddamn budget went, was just for that scene. That's why all fucking Cole got was a sweater.
The best time to wear a striped sweater.
I just thought it was weird that they teased with the yellow and black, like on his little bracelet thing and shit. And then he's a descendant of Scorpion, but doesn't get to be Scorpion. Those little batons aren't near as cool as Scorpion.
You should have been able to throw them like Kratos and shit from God of War.
That would have been cool. Straight fucking...
Yeah, because then...
Titan style. And
yeah, dude, because then he...
That would have been
he just shits on Scorpion. No, that's why. Yeah. He would have shit on Scorpion. He would have just been overpowered. He, like... Would have been bad. Sub-Zero would have had no chance. He was just...
Why? Okay, here's another one where, like, I hate poking the logic, but it's like, all right, everybody had to go through some weird thing or, like, some kind of test in order to find their power, right? And they had already had the mark for some time before finding this power. Even Jax had to lift some shit up to get his arm power. How the fuck did Sonya get hers so goddamn fast?
Sonya?
Yeah, she got her mark as soon as she killed Kano fucking right before she showed up for that final fight. And for who were they teaming up on? The fucking that chick with the face.
Fuck, I know who it is. I
like
can't think.
It was supposed to be like a clone of Katana or some shit like that. Yeah,
she's literally all I can think of right now is the purple one.
I can't remember her name.
They did good with her.
But how does Sonya Blade show up and already she's shooting little fucking rings of things or whatever? Pew, pew, pew. She looked like Shuri on fucking Black Panther. I really hope they give her the Black Panther role. Is that weird?
No, I mean, if you get Shuri as Black Panther, Thor is going to be a girl.
Thor's already going to be a girl.
No, that's what I'm saying. Iron Man.
Ironheart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
And She-Hulk.
It's going to be the MCU, not the MCU.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, don't forget Maximoff and motherfucking Rambo. Guess it's ladies' night.
Oh, Marvel.
Yeah. But right now in Mortal Kombat, it's raining men. You can't defend that's the sound of someone's soul getting sucked.
Coming from Cabal too. That's the only thing that made it sucky about him being in that movie, because he had to deliver that line. Because whoever was behind that mask was having so much fucking fun.
They might not have even said anything. Someone might have had to add that in fucking, like, you know what I mean, in post production. Someone definitely had to do the voiceover to get that fucking towards someone even after, like, are you sure you want him to say that? You sure? Okay, that's the sound of someone getting their soul sucked. I love it. Isn't that what he said? I love it, or something like that? That's disgusting, sir. Who listens to blowjobs? I honestly, just on a break-off point here, I still don't understand why blowjobs in porn are so goddamn long. Does it really... who's really that, like, disappointed, like, fucking... Oh, she didn't suck enough dick at the beginning.
Oh, I thought you were meaning like just in general why it would take so long in porn for a blowjob. I was like, well,
No, I just
sometimes it could take long for any blowjob.
no. I mean, like, no. I understand if that's the only if that's in the description of the video. If it's just a blowjob, even that's weird. Who wants to watch a 40-minute blowjob?
Yeah, no, you fucking cut to the sweet points.
I don't know. There's too many times where I'll click on like that fucking 15-minute video and like 10 minutes of it is just fucking. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we're here to talk Mortal Kombat. Plus, I think we've talked about that before too. Like, why does it last so goddamn long? Oh, I'll click a 30-minute video and just fast forward 20 minutes into it. But the sweater that Cole had, man, was it absorbing energy?
Yeah, it looked like that was
He got to use his uppercut.
It seemed like he was able to transfer the same energy like Scorpion uses. I'm assuming that's what they were trying to do. They don't explain it.
Nah, they don't. Why do that? Why do that?
Like, I mean, Kano's pretty obvious.
I'm just
Fucking
saying,
laser
why couldn't
beam.
he have been the one that didn't have the mark? That Raiden was like, okay, you can stay even though you don't have the mark, but like you're not allowed to train or whatever, like they did with Sonya. I'm just saying, like Cole could have still been like that new character that's not from the video games without having any powers at all, and just been like that. What the hell's going on? For the audience to be like, you know what I mean? So they can dump all that exposition on him and we can hear it because that's the whole point of that. Just saying, as an audience stand-in, we didn't have to have new powers. You got that many goddamn characters and you want to try to make something new? But I don't care.
I think they're like, I don't know. I hope they're just doing it to somehow create a story arc so they can continue to do more, because I wouldn't mind seeing a second one.
No, especially if it's the way they're talking about Johnny Cage and fucking the amount of actors that have come out fucking wanting to play Johnny Cage too.
The weird thing is, they made it very well known that they were going to do Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm. And they wait until the movie comes out and I want to play Johnny Cage. Well, if they weren't auditioning for any Johnny Cage though.
No, just auditioning in general. It doesn't seem like they got like A-listers.
Oh fuck no! Their A-lister was Scorpion. I mean, the other guys are like good stuntmen and like good. You know what I mean? They've been in their own respectable movies and shit. But Scorpion's, there's a reason he had to take off the mask to talk. Weird. No, but you know what I mean? That's the only like fucking dead serious actor. Like he was there for the drama. I will have my revenge. He had it.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, the way that they set up the fatalities in that movie was sick as shit. Jax's fucking head crush. Fucking now the dragon
Kung Lao fucking
riding that bitch.
Yeah.
Like a surfboard.
Flawless victory. That was awesome. Yes. That was awesome. That's the thing. Yes, it's cheat like a Raiden's force barrier thing, lightning barrier thing, whatever the hell that was, a tint. Fucking, I don't know how that worked, but
yeah, because he was using electricity. But if you look out, like when he was looking outside, looking at that fucking thing, it just looks like a coil security system.
Yeah, whatever it was, plot armor. That's the nickname I've heard for Cole's sweater. It was literally just plot armor. Like I said, this movie was not made for fucking to impress critics. It wasn't even made to wow the average fan, honestly. This movie was made like, okay, you're probably old enough, even if you're not old enough to have been around when the old Mortal Kombat movies came out, you're at least old enough and have enough streaming services to have seen them.
Or you've only played the video game, and that still makes a badass.
Yeah. And there was love for everybody. When that music kicked in, oh my God. The Get Over Here they didn't need. I understand why they put it in. I do. It didn't need to be there. The music was enough. But the fact that it was a balls to the wall Get Over Here. I would have done it more subtle. Hey, get over here. Yeah, he never spoke English the whole movie. All of a sudden, get over here. I'm not going to pretend to speak Japanese. That's an intricate language. I don't know. But you know what I mean? The little shit like that, though, honestly, it makes it better. Like, this is one of those ones, like, 10 years from now, we're going to be like, it's going to be one of those ones that it's so bad it's good type of things. And the best part is it's self-aware. That movie knew exactly what the fuck they were making. That's why Kano was so awesome, because he didn't take any of it serious. I loved that shit about him, though, too. I loved that aspect of it, that it was like, okay, at least
Bullshit, you don't have $2 million.
Yeah, it was one of those,
fucking
like,
live in this shithole.
At least one person in this movie was like, fucking, no, this is not a fucking dramatic thing here. This is a goddamn video game movie. You were supposed to have fun when you make these movies. And he stole the show from everybody acting charisma wise. I'll say that. Kano had the fucking charisma. I wish he would have survived. He'll be brought back.
I'm sure of it.
Like, you have to bring him back, sadly.
Yeah, now he's dead, so now he's in the nether realm.
Oh, now he's got some demon powers too, some shit, huh? That fucking A. I would love to see that, though. That's what's sad. That's one of those things where, like, I think too, because we're getting older, maybe. It's like, okay, I can understand and appreciate some of the schlockiness of some movies and shit. I can understand why there's a fan base for it. Because sometimes it's just, that's what it takes. You can't condense all that Mortal Kombat lore into one.
Who the fuck are they going to have as villains for the second one if Shao Kahn's already gone?
He's not dead, I don't.
But if they didn't have him at the helm?
Well, they didn't have him at the helm in the first original.
Plus, they were trying to prevent the tournament. The tournament didn't even really actually start, right?
Nah, no. They were like, let's have a tournament of our own.
So shit, he might be still ahead of the tournament.
Yeah, so that's
Huh.
Yeah, it could be interesting. It could be. That's what's weird. Like, that's one of those ones you can't condense all that lore into one cohesive movie and still make it look badass without making some sacrifices. You're gonna have to get some cheaper actors at times, you know, or at least you're not gonna want to do that many takes. It's one of those, just get the words right and move on with the goddamn scene. Get to the action parts.
Damn.
It delivered on that. Like, that's not a movie you turn on fucking like, oh yeah, I want to fucking, you know, it's not like Departed levels of fucking, you know what I mean, layered characterizations and whatnot. It's pretty straightforward.
This is Mortal Kombat. They fight. They even make fun of the way that they spell Mortal Kombat.
Spelled wrong. Shut up, stupid. Yeah, and that's what made it lovable too. It's like little shit like that. Like, okay, you know. It doesn't have to. It's not a movie that wants you to take it ultra seriously. No, honestly, it seemed like an extended fucking like YouTube fan fiction type movie. But like, and mind you, I'm not saying that as a low quality thing. There are some fucking awesome. Have you seen some of those Batman ones? You saw the Batman versus Darth Vader.
That shit's badass.
There's that actor or whatever, that team of people or whatever. They did another one recently with like Batman and the Joker. Batman interrogating the Joker inside of the asylum. Fucking tits. It's just Batman and Joker in a scene together. Beautiful. Because there's an actual story and shit to it too. And that's the thing. When stuff is made with love, and you could tell this shit was made with love. It was one of those like, let's try to have as much respect for the characters as possible. That's the sound of your soul getting sucked out. I can't get past that line though. I love it.
Okay,
every cheesy movie though needs a line like that. And a line that's so fucking,
they're just dumb.
That's so over the top and on the nose that it just has to be there. It has to be there. Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which is considered like the worst of those two originals, but there's that chick fucking like, oh mom, you're alive. Too bad for you, or you're gonna die, or some shit like that. Like, you need a hamminess to it. You need somebody to do it, and Cabal got to say like that cheesy line. As much as Kano was hamming it up, Cabal got the weird line.
You're talking about the fucking gray-haired bitch?
Yes.
Fuck, what's her name?
Katana's mom.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It's like
Purple dress
Cynthia
and
or some shit like that.
Yeah.
It's not Cynthia. If it was,
I'd be mad.
no,
You
that's
can't have a
hilarious.
basic ass name like that.
That's hilarious. Cynthia is dead.
But for what it was and for what they were going for, they knocked it out of the park for this Mortal Kombat movie. Though I think every cheesy bit in there wasn't just a situation of low budget or anything like that, or even like, oh, this actor that's the best they can. I think it was what it wanted to be. We got to get a quick cheesy story. We got to try to make some sense of it, and we're gonna have some fight scenes. We need fight scenes. We need some blood, guts, arms getting busted off, icy frozen.
Sindel. Like, I see them bringing her in, especially if they had fucking purple bitch.
I hope she hams it the fuck up.
I see her, because the second one, you got to think, like, who else would they really have, though? Like, how are they going to write another fucking movie?
Well, I mean, if they're going Johnny Cage style, then there's at least a jump off point there. They can just start, you know what I mean? They can start introducing whoever they fucking want pretty much at that point. But it's going to be I hope they do get another sequel. I heard the guy that played Sub-Zero, I think, signed on for like 4 movies or some shit like that. Like, I think they might actually be planning on making a whole series of movies for this, which I hope they do. Because that's just good old-fashioned popcorn fun. Sometimes when you try to poke holes in the logic, you forget that movies are an escape, right? Or at least most movies are an escape from reality. Video games are definitely an escape from reality. Even though they're looking more and more realistic and based off real life type events.
It's still not your life.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not fucking running the beaches of Omaha.
Yeah, that would be interesting nowadays. Like,
I'm not storming Normandy.
You're running up the beach now. They're like, what are you doing? I'm storming the beaches, bitch. We're killing the Nazis. Sir, there hasn't been Nazis in this part of France in a long time. I mean, there's those guys, but
you can never be too safe.
We're taking it back.
But you know what I mean? Like, and so I think since video games often throw logic right out the fucking window, I think a video game movie has to do the same thing.
Dude, it kind of has to in certain ways. Like, as long as it has a story that can at least somewhat work to where...
Yeah, give us some good guys, bad guys, a turncoat.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You don't really have to build a complex and layered story.
Just make something that you don't instantly see plot holes.
Yeah, something that at least calls out to the game origins too. I think that's where that Assassin's Creed movie kind of messed up too. Was
they changed it from Desmond to someone,
which I would have been okay with, but they changed the animus so much too. That's what made it weird to me. It was like the animus was fucking easier to plug into than the Matrix. Now you got a fucking robot claw arm thing picking them up and shit. Lame. I never did watch it either. The commercials turned me away because they showed too much. They could have honestly never even showed any future stuff. It could have had him wake up at the very end of the movie after fucking some kind of revolution and shit. After assassinating all kinds of people and then just like, you've synchronized with your ancestors. Now time to move on to the next one in the bloodline. That's how you end a fucking video game movie. We need to get to work on writing our Assassin's Creed movie. I think we just started it. We started it with the end.
That's the way you should start an Assassin's Creed movie.
The whole movie set in the past and shit.
Dude, last scene, as you're saying that, it pops up the loading screen that's that square.
It starts breaking up. It's fucking, you're running through the goddamn, that loading fucking area.
The pixelated shit where you're just jumping in nothing.
Yeah. See, that's how the fuck. And to be fair, Mortal Kombat had that vibe to it. They made sure. Okay, that's one thing that is good too. When you don't just bring in every single character and try to fucking go for a massive thing, is there's always characters for them to bring in. Because I haven't played a Mortal Kombat game since I was a child. I played the ones that the fucking first two movies were based off of.
I've somehow seemed to keep current.
Really?
There's always someone that has a Mortal Kombat game.
I think there's a Mortal Kombat game in that stack of games that you sent with the PlayStation, and I just don't think I ever played it. I think I looked at the disc and it was like, okay, I don't want to put it in the PlayStation.
Yeah, like not saying I personally buy them, but I always know someone.
Yeah,
who's like, fuck it, I got Mortal Kombat, and I'm like, okay, whatever, dude. Like, I suck at that game, but cool.
I suck at all fighting games. I had the problem of getting discouraged from them as a young kid because I always played against my older cousins who showed no mercy.
See, I didn't know there was combos in fighting games like that for the longest time.
Yeah, by the time I learned combos, they learned fatalities. So I was just getting dunked on no matter what. Killer Instinct was the only time I had a chance until they banned Cinder. And then I sucked again. You notice I'm always the first one out when we play fucking Smash.
It's not bad though. Mortal Kombat's like way more fucked up because it gets super personal. Not like want to fight someone, but it's one-on-one.
When you execute a fatality on a human being,
it's so fucked up
via a video game.
Because Smash,
you destroy their soul. You suck. That's how you suck their soul.
Yeah, Smash, you're not sucking souls, dude. Even if you go to the last like 2 people out of 4, you still had to fight 2 other people. Like, it's never a fair fight going into like 1 versus 1 versus 1 versus 1.
But as far as video game movies, again, when you're taking a fighting game, especially, this shit was made with love, and it was fun. It was a fun movie to watch. If you like I said, video games are an escape from reality in itself. So if you're gonna make a video game movie, why not throw reality and logic kind of out the window a little bit in order to appease your story and make a fucking movie, just to try and justify in any magical way you want. That's the whole purpose of imagination. So, although critics might complain about certain things, I don't give a shit. I don't think the people that made this movie give a shit. Because they all seem like they had a blast making it.
Dude, that's why
nobody looked sad on set. Sub-Zero didn't smile once in that whole goddamn movie, but he looked like he was having the time of his life.
It's like he was holding back a smile while serious.
Yeah. He was happy when he had to put on the mask finally, like, fuck yeah. Yeah, you gotta hide it.
How my eyes are now going up. It looks like my cheekbones are raising, and
it hurts. It hurts. But yeah, that's the thing. That fun transferred over to just about anybody who watched it, especially. And I hope people that didn't see like the old movies and didn't play any of the video games, watch the old movies before you even play the video games, just so you can see how cheesy the old ones were, and appreciate that at least most of the action and graphics looked good on this one. You know what I mean? The fight choreography was pretty good. It wasn't just people doing flips for no reason.
They had a lot of that in the 90s. Side flips, dude. Every one of any of the ninjas, side flips.
The trip move. The trip move.
Oh, that shit was hilarious.
Kano and Liu Kang. That actually made me love Liu Kang in that moment. First off, because he took his shirt off, I think, in that moment.
Every day.
And I was like, oh my God, he's cut like Bruce Lee. Oh my God, I'm scared of this man. When he had his shirt on, he looked like a little bitch, but oh my God, he's one of those guys. But yeah, that trip move, just because that's one of the easiest moves to learn when you play a fighting game, is just down kick, whip. And especially on those old ones, they really tripped. Awesome. It was hilarious.
Because he got back up. Another one got back up. Oh, he faked it. And then another one.
Just like old video game. And I love that. That was one of those like showing off just how far the video games themselves have come too. Because back then, that was kind of pretty much how the mocap was for it. It was just, you know what I mean? Very basic kind of moves and shit. And it got more and more intricate. And of course, the fatalities have gotten better and better and bigger and more disgusting.
The fatalities, like in the most recent one that I've played, which I think is the newest one. I'm not sure if it is or not. But anyways, they're at the point where they're just showing the hollow meat.
Yeah, the X-ray and shit.
Yeah, like just to show how gruesome it would be on the inside contact, because they already showed enough gore on the outside that there's nothing else they can do out there.
But you know what I mean? Like I said, it's just that escapism thing. That's the perfect. Nothing about this Mortal Kombat movie reflects our world today.
See, looking at Mortal Kombat in a positive light makes me think, have you heard fucking Borderlands is supposed to have a live action movie?
That should be fucking insane.
If they do it any version of like Guardians, they already have the premise of like a Guardians-esque or Thor Ragnarok when they're on Jeff Goldblum's planet. I forget the name.
Sakaar.
But like that style. So they have the ability to do it. But one of the biggest motherfuckers on the game, like the dude that's carrying the heavy gun, is going to be Kevin Hart.
God damn it. Why?
He's been working out like a motherfucker to get yoked.
Yeah, I have seen that. That's creepy.
Yeah, and honestly, for the joking part, that guy is pretty funny, so I can see them for like using that. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be their own version of Guardians, but a video game series. So maybe, I don't know.
And that's the thing. I think going with like a somewhat more comedic type of tone is a better idea for video game movies. I think Assassin's Creed, again, they tried to take it too serious.
I think it's perfect. They need to have
that it's all tongue in cheek when you're making a video game movie.
I think they need to have a mass exodus of just shit video game movies again. Just one more. Just have like 4 or 5. So that way, just like what we see as early comic book movies, yes, we love them because they were like we saw the boom of everything.
But
compared to now,
yeah.
Like just the huge jump in technology and the way that they look. So
you went back to 2000 and showed the little version of yourself fucking Endgame right after watching like the first fucking X-Men movie. Mind blasting.
Yeah. This isn't real.
I don't know how you did this, but I don't like it.
This is magic.
Leave me alone.
Or you're spoiled from that moment on, and you'll hate every movie until you see that again in the future.
Or you imagine how intriguing. Just like, no, you'd make a shit ton of money. Oh, dude, I remember this from my childhood, man. You guys have no idea what this is building up to. Time travel, all kinds of shit. Quantum realm, bro. What? Just remember those words. In 10 years, you're gonna owe me $5,000. I don't know why only $5,000 for 10 years of waiting.
Not that long. I mean, not that much. Sorry.
No, it's not. Well, I don't know. There's anything you want to add about the Mortal Kombat?
Honestly, I actually really dug it. It was a situation where don't take it seriously, like we've been preaching for about an hour now. But outside of that, I actually dug it, dude. It was a fucking cool ass movie. It was nice to know where like they're hoping to go. Just because it's like, okay, at least they're trying to greenlight a second movie. Let's see what they can do. If they can do a better one, because obviously this one's going to have a bigger budget.
Hopefully.
As you know what I mean, as far as how people have been watching it and everything.
Goes, yeah.
So I don't think they put like, that's the thing that's crazy to say, not a huge budget when these things are fucking hundreds of millions of dollars to make.
Yeah. But still, sometimes it's worth it. And well, this one being a unique situation too, with it being, having to be released on HBO Max and shit, it makes it to where, the next one will have a theatrical release, like a full theatrical release by the time they come out with a sequel. And that should be fun. I'm down to go to the movies for that one. You heard it here first, or not like, but you heard it for
It's in your
future
ears.
reference. It's on the record. We're going to the theater. That's a celebration of the world too, being open again. I think.
We need to hit at least one concert while the world's open again.
But if there's anything you want us to late review, we're always open to suggestions. We're not a closed book. We're not just like, no, we pick what we review. We actually do take requests. We still owe a loyal listener, Alfredo, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah, we've remembered this entire time, so
Yeah, that is gonna happen. I guess since Loki's not coming for a while.
if anyone's giving suggestions, also suggest what streaming site it is on.
Yeah, that helps.
Just saves us some time.
Yeah, you can reach out to at JNT Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can even text us. That's 1-951-394-3420. Or you can call in or go straight to voicemail and you can leave us a nice little message. Yeah, a little voice thing. We'll play it on the show too if you leave a little voice, A little shout out, a little love, a little, and we'll, because we do respond. We haven't gotten a voicemail in like over a year. It's weird. We used to get them. Oh, we do get them, but they're like robocalls. Press 1 to verify Google business. Press 2 to feel my
I'm calling to go over your car's limited time warranty.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm pretty sure you can slide into. I'm pretty sure all our fucking socials you can just slide into our DMs. I don't think you have to actually be following us. You can just.
You can walk in.
You can walk in and say something. Let us know. Just don't send us dick pics. We don't like those. Don't even send us boob pics. That's weird too. That is weird. Don't try to leave me in the fucking dark like this.
No, I'm just weird. Don't send pictures.
You can send a picture if you like. If you draw us or something.
Oh, send a picture if you're listening to us. Snap a picture of you listening to us.
That's creepy. No, it's not.
That's a fan.
Yeah, I know. People have done it before. I think our buddy Rick might have actually done that.
And you know what we can do? We can snap a picture of us
looking at you,
who has snapped a picture of you listening to us.
We'll tag you. This is a future shout out just because by the time this episode airs, I will have gotten it in the mail already. But Hooks, Rubs, and Spices, I ordered some lemon pepper. Yeah, check them out. Etsy, Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. It sounds more enthusiastic if we're actually sponsored.
Hey, Hooks.
That's J&T bag if for future promo. But yeah, that I think that about wraps it up. Yeah, next week, I don't know what we're gonna do next week, and I don't mean that in like a, well, shit, I don't know, we're all out of ideas. I just mean like,
you never know.
You really don't.
About 5 minutes beforehand sometimes. Yeah.
It's weird. There's been times when we're like, yeah, we'll come in on this comedy bit, or you know what I mean, we'll talk about this random shit.
I've been writing the same skit for a while.
Yeah. I've been writing the same porn for like 3 days in my head. It's based off a movie sequel. Find out next week on Just in Time with the J&T Baggers.
If I remember, I'm going to fucking ask you, dude.
You've been just in time? And yeah, just one more reminder. Yeah, find out next week what kind of porno DJ's been writing.